This not just girl talk.
It's talk for the people.
You got two women,
Two voices,
one sound.
and that's the truth.
You here with the married Dawn,
And the selective Dawn.
and we here to call a spade a motherfucking spade. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get to it.
All right, we are back. And we are joined by, you guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Marsha.
I'm Chew from we're from a Taste of Heaven Cakes. Chew from a Taste of Heaven Cakes
Okay.
Plus.
And what does the plus stand for?
We do infused baked goods and delicacies.
Okay. So last week we talked about a little bit of our first experiences doing edibles.
Y'all's edibles. Let's clarify that.
Yeah, that's true. So we talked about the effects that edibles have had on us, and even different, what you want to call it?
What you mean?
Enhancements, like alcohol and things like that. So what kind of response did you get from the show last week?
Well, first I got a lot of, my DMs have been flooded with, thank you for sharing your story. People never know what they're looking at. So whereas people always thought like, oh, she's drinking, so she's having a good time. It wasn't for that. It was just meant to suppress and, to hide what I really felt. So thank you for those who listened to my story and didn't judge. And those who did judge, that's fine too.
I was going to say something, but I'm going to be saved today since we have the deacon and the prophetess here.
Bless you.
Well, they growing the grassroots, so that shit don't matter. Go ahead and say what you going to say.
No, it's cool. If they judged, hey,
You know.
Judge.
you good, I'm good. That's all that matter.
We all read from the book of judgment sometime. It's all right.
Yeah, I'm trying to get away from that. I don't want to say I'm no better than some of y'all, because some of y'all I am better than, but...
Oh, I'm most certainly better than some of y'all. I will say that I am most certainly better than some of y'all. Not all, but some.
Well, I got a lot of good feedback, too, about your experiences. So the hood therapist is getting some shit.
I'm not getting some shit.
No, some...
Notoriety?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I'm so excited that they're here.
Your friends?
Yes. My friends. I can't think straight. But yeah, so we got some good responses from last week. So
Any you want to share in particular or just overall good responses?
well, people were actually shocked that we talked about that and talked about our very own experiences with that, being as though we still have a 9 to 5. But I mean, it is what it is. This 9 to 5 ain't gonna be forever anyway.
Come on now, preach.
These jobs are changing too.
That's true. And it's legal now in D.C., right?
It's legal in
Maryland too?
It's legal in Maryland too. You gotta have your medical card.
But it's not even hard to get.
It's not like, what's the point of that? Like, is it,
It's basically so they can monitor the amount that you're getting.
okay. I never understood the
But
point
once
of
you
that.
get a card, you got certain restrictions. Like one major restriction is like you can't buy a gun legally.
I told you that
Legal
last week.
Did say
firearm.
that, yeah.
So,
It's more important to me to be able to bear arms and protect myself than to get high.
Well, what do y'all think?
I wrestled with that. He knows. I mean, because
I mean, it's easy.
We are
It's
uncensored,
not hard
so
to get done, so.
That's true, too.
well,
That's
I
true.
mean, if you try to still be legal, because as people of our race,
Yeah.
we have to jump through so many hoops. We have to do everything legally and still don't win.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I would prefer not to go out and get one from anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have a permit.
Yeah.
But if I'm sick and I have to use this to live, I mean, I'm going to have to get this card. So
Do you think that's going to change soon? As far as the gun law and marijuana?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Especially with all this happening,
Yeah.
Because they got people trying to ban guns anyway.
too.
at
And they
this
blaming
point,
it.
Yeah.
They already feel like cannabis is marijuana, and marijuana is the gateway to whatever drug.
I don't feel like that.
It's whatever
It's
the
not a
person.
gateway
It's
drug.
whatever the person. It's in the person. I feel like, because some people just really want to feel that next high.
Cause I've been smoking weed damn near all my life, and I never wanted to try anything else.
Me either.
Yeah,
I mean, it didn't gateway.
Yeah, I don't know
nothing to me.
anyone that I've been around my whole life that has tried anything other than liquor and.
Maybe ecstasy or Molly or something like that, but nothing hard. I don't want to syrup. I don't want that. I don't want to try no coke. That's like the big thing right now for the youngins.
Coke?
They on coke
syrup.
hard right now, and
Like cocaine?
yeah,
They
Yeah.
snap.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
What other coke did you think they was talking about? Not the cola.
Well, I only know one. I only know one drug. That other stuff they can have. I'm not interested
It's
in.
a lot
so.
of stuff out right
Okay.
now.
But I didn't know
Yeah,
because
it
I
is.
know edibles is like a big thing now. So I don't hear a lot about coke.
well, coke and Percocets are very popular right now
Among us?
among the
Just
younger
period, I think.
generation.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say 25 and under right now. No, yeah,
Wow. That's crazy. I wouldn't.
especially the perks is. Yeah,
It's been like that for years.
they
Were supposed to be
I
cracking
didn't
down
know.
on that.
I didn't
some
know
years
until
ago.
like maybe last year how serious perks were. People they want them. The youngins. I was surprised.
Is that considered a opioid?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is? Okay. I'm not really into drugs. So I don't know. But oh, okay. Well, yeah, that is a big thing now. Like the crack era is like opioid
Yeah, the painkillers.
sensation. Yeah. But I think that's more so from the medical field. They are so easy to push out drugs and painkillers for anything
Right, to make
instead of
money.
actually
Big business.
getting down to the root of things. So I blame that on the healthcare industry.
And that's why I think that the marijuana industry is taking so long to become legal because it's pushing out big pharma. So because people like we have people that come to us that stopped using their OxyContins and started eating edibles because they don't want to be on the narcotics anymore.
They don't want to get hooked.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and they're losing money. Big Pharma's losing money from
Yeah.
that. So.
Not a lot, but yeah, they are losing money. I think that's why the laws are slowly passing, but they're starting to get out there. I hear a lot now about marijuana more than I did before.
There's a lot of money in marijuana, and they saying that's why it's coming. It's
Yeah, makes sense. So give us a little history about when y'all started, why y'all started,
How
all
you
of that.
started?
How you started.
How were
Well,
you introduced to it?
It was. I mean, I was doing regular cakes, wedding cakes, tier cakes, and stuff like that. Until I had been sick off and on with a lot of things, arthritis in my back, my knees. I have issues with my stomach, and a lot of us have depression that we don't talk about. But I suffered, and the doctors was just throwing different. I couldn't keep doing it. I was getting sicker because I was taking this to offset this, and I feel like that's the reason why I have stomach issues now. And I got to the point I went to my pain doctor because he had been telling me about including it in stuff. And then other people have been asking me periodically here and there throughout the years. And once I
If you had tried marijuana to
using
help
it,
it, okay.
using it, cooking it with it. But when I went to the doctor and I told him I did some research on it, and he was like, "I'd rather you try it." He agrees with it, and for certain illnesses, like therapy isn't going to help. But they force it on you for like arthritis. It's proven that it doesn't work. You just have to have an active life. I mean, because it's nothing that you can do about what's going to happen. You just have to have an active life. But once he told me that, he was very happy about it, and that's when it started. Then, and we started getting up with different scientists and
Yeah.
different people in the community.
She did the cakes. I did the marijuana part.
So how did
we
you know
came
that was
together.
going to be a way to fix whatever?
Well, it was something that it was a trial and error, you know. And I mean, then like I said, she was doing the cakes. She was doing birthday cakes, wedding cakes already. So, and when her doctor okayed for her, you know, to try it out, that's when we incorporated in the food and hey, let's make some money and help some people.
So I've only heard about this maybe within the last 5 or 6 years. Have people been doing this longer and I've been missing out?
Well, people been making bud brownies for a long time, but I mean,
Even
far
before
as,
the hippies, you
Yeah,
know.
so, but-
I think it started like in the jazz community.
Really?
But far as the how the edibles are now, I mean, I think this probably started maybe about 5 years ago.
Okay.
Doing cookies, cupcakes, everything. So,
Okay. So I came in at the right time in the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, you know, tell us what y'all been doing. Where do y'all want to see y'all brand go?
Why you looking at me? Go ahead.
Y'all had a little something before air?
Y'all
all right?
I did.
Because he don't
What
be
you been
talking.
snacking
He
on?
don't be talking, so I'm like, go ahead, get it out. Say
So
something.
it looks like you brought some of your treats with you today. You want to tell the audience what you had a little nip of before we started?
Well, right now I'm eating a little bit of Oreo chocolate chip cookies,
Okay.
freshly made today.
So last week we talked about the different strains.
Strands.
Strands.
Strains.
Is that like
Strains.
plethora?
Stop. While you
Plethora.
ahead. There you go.
Okay. So what was it? Donnell, help me out.
What?
The different strains. Don't get
The-
brand new.
Train.
Strains. There's
No,
different.
But what is the two?
the-
Indica.
Indica,
Eh.
sativa, and hybrid.
Thank you.
I mean, but those are there's millions of
So many.
strains.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now they come in categories.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 categories. There's indica, sativa, and hybrid. Now your hybrid could either lean towards the sativa side, would it be
Mm-hmm.
a sativa dominant hybrid, or it could lead to the indica side, which is a indica dominant hybrid basically. And
Which one is upper and which one is downer?
indica is gonna make you kind of sleepy, wanna
Okay.
chill.
So indica is down.
And the sativa is more of a mind of a head high, get you creative, thinking, active. You know,
And so what's the hybrid?
hybrid it can be either one,
So what do you all use?
a little bit of everything.
I was gonna say, well, shit, I ain't want.
You did say.
But I can go either way.
Our strains change each batch.
Okay.
Each batch of cookies we make is a different strain.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now, do you do that based on your customer? Do they tell you like, oh, this is the feeling that I'm looking for, or they just get what they get?
They can order a batch, and if that's what they want, we can try to.
accommodate them,
Yeah.
right? Like
Okay.
if you tell me, look, I'm trying to get I want a sativa hybrid something cookies. You know, I don't want to feel down. Yeah, we'll try to accommodate you the best way we can, if we can get it. Like, I mean, because sometimes we can't get a sativa, a straight sativa. It might be a 50, maybe a 60-40 leaning towards sativa, but you still might get that indica couch lock. So it's going to give you some sativa, but you might still get some indica of it. You know, some of the feeling.
Well, what's the kind that make you wash your head with hand soap? What
or
is that?
see unicorns on airplanes.
Because, you know, I've had the pleasure of having you all's treats and shit put me down. You know, I saw a unicorn on the airplane. I think I got the DNA off of a chicken bone.
You saw Blanche at the airport.
I saw Blanche.
Blanche from the Golden Girls.
Yes.
Yes.
I walked through the airport. I had a lot going on with y'all
Yeah.
shit.
You had a good time.
You
had
got
fun.
your blessing. You got your blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what.
So-
That's what
so
we
what is
want.
it?
We
I
try to
mean-
make memories.
We got a lot
Hey,
of
we
it.
got a lot. Remember we was in the car with the windows rolled up and it was hot?
And we was whispering.
to each other. Right next to each other.
Only because the police were beside us, and I was like, "Hurry up, put that down, put that down." The police right there. Those police officers were not thinking about us.
It had to be like 90 degrees.
We walked the same block
We
twice. So we probably should stop doing this type of shit. And we probably should stop doing it together because
The blind leading the blind.
It is.
and I'm blind when I'm sober. So I think I might need to sit these next few good times out.
But that's what you need sometimes. It's not like, for some people, you don't necessarily need it all the time. But when you want to just, some people just can go on vacation and still won't have a good time. You just need it to help you relax and enjoy life. I mean, you don't have to do it all the time. You know, we get people that are really sick, that are like myself, that have to use it the same way you would use your painkiller every 6 hours or something like that. It just really all depends on whatever the illness is. And we always tell people to kind of research whatever it is your illness is, and try to research a certain strain to see what it can cater to. And we might be able to find it, and you can order a batch depending on, I mean, we need to know at least 2 weeks ahead of time for certain orders, for big orders. And we could try to find it.
So y'all sell more than just treats or sweets? Because I've seen like
Yes. I mean, we sell meal prep, like far as butter, different types of oil. What kind of oil we got?
We got coconut oil, avocado oil, olive oil.
So you just add your strain into like a brand? Like how does this all work? I probably should have asked this before I started.
I'm not really gonna get into that.
Okay.
Because I mean that's like breaking down what we have to do,
Right.
And you know, as far as infusing everything, and people still don't know how to do that well right now, and I'm not about to get it out.
I mean, it's a real long process. I mean, you see, we've been here for years. It's some people that have come and gone, and some people that just popped up, and I mean, we still here.
It's not hard.
So,
I mean, it's not hard. I mean, but
it's not cheap.
It's not
to
cheap
run
at
a
all.
business.
Yeah.
How hard is it to find what you need to do it? Like the right strain or the right wherever y'all.
It's not hard to find. It's I think it's harder to find a good source. Let me say it. You know, good source where we're not paying over what we should be paying. You know. So that I would say it's hard to find that, but you know, other than that,
But it's not hard to find good quality.
No, it's out here. It's out here. I mean, you can go to dispensary all day long. They got good quality, but the prices are. You know.
Is that because of the popularity of?
No, that's because of the dispensary. The dispensary got to make their money.
Okay.
You know, so yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the best way is to try to do everything yourself, though.
Yeah.
You know, everybody can't do it. Everybody can't grow. I mean, everyone doesn't have the patience. Everyone doesn't have the time. Everyone can't facilitate it. Can't, you know, the smell and everything. Everyone can't. They don't want to do it. That's not a thing. Everyone doesn't want to cook it either. So I mean, you just have to find your lane. But it's for you to maximize, get to actually see something in the company, you have to be able to do almost everything yourself, grow it, all that. If you can't, sometimes, I mean, you hit. That's where you stumble and fall.
Have y'all ever thought about opening your own dispensary?
That's tough.
Is it because of the laws?
No, that's just because of the money.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it takes
And
at
you
least
gotta know
$5 million
somebody.
to open the dispensary. But you know, people got investors and
They already have a list. You got to know somebody.
Millions.
So when we looking at what is that on Basketball Wives,
Yes.
Shawnee O'Neal, she probably has the advantage because of her name and her status and all of that.
she has
so
money.
with that too, so she can skip a little bit of the red tape and just go straight to it. Is that
exactly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay? So
Like, I mean, I've talked to people that want to own dispensaries, that want to open their own dispensaries, but like I say, it takes money. You gotta know the right people.
You gotta know the right.
Gotta be the right, color.
Yeah.
Really?
Now, let me ask you. So that kind of leads me into my next question. What has been your hardest challenge as a black business owner? Like, do you find that some of your friends feel entitled?
Crabs in the barrel is out.
Everybody says that. I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody wants a discount.
For real?
Everybody wants a discount. Even if it's not our friends, not family. Everybody wants a discount, and when you don't bend, I guess they want to go somewhere else. So
let me ask you this: on the low end, how much could a treat cost you from you all?
From us, $10.
Niggas want a discount for $10.
Yeah,
That's trifling.
They want
Like,
$5.
How do you even ask for that?
Yeah.
$10. That's a dime bag.
And
Yeah.
we're
Right?
getting,
Am I saying that right?
understand
Because
that.
I don't really know the weed terminology.
I mean,
that's
but
right.
they don't understand.
but they don't have dime bags no more.
Right,
But
but
I mean,
they
My
don't.
age. Shit, I don't know.
Well, I mean, they don't
You gonna
understand
get
how
very
you
low.
notice how
Oh,
long it lasted, and if you would smoke, it wouldn't have lasted that long. 30 minutes, you probably be rolling up
actually,
another J.
eating good edibles is actually better than smoking weed if you're trying to keep you high. You know what I'm saying? Because eating an edible is gonna keep you high for about 6 hours, at least 6 hours. Smoking a J is gonna keep you high for about an hour to 2 hours. So
Now, what I have heard is that, and this was actually some of the feedback from the last show we did with the watch party. People, their biggest complaint or concern is that they don't fuck with the edibles because they don't know when it's gonna hit.
that is, but that all depends on
The person.
the person.
Okay.
Metabolism comes in play.
What do you need, Donnell?
So metabolism comes in play. Fatty tissues comes in play. So it's a lot. Like
Yeah.
Empty
for
stomach.
me,
If you eat on an empty stomach.
Now let me ask you: you said fatty tissues, meaning if you are bigger, that your high doesn't take
that
as long.
that doesn't mean shit. Because you can. I seen the biggest person get high off the littlest treat. So that doesn't. Fat people don't. It doesn't matter.
But on average, how long does it take for it to kick in?
About 45 minutes.
I agree.
So I would say about 45 minutes to an hour, you should start feeling something. But I do know some people that don't feel anything for maybe a couple hours. Me, myself, I won't feel it till the next morning. I'm a heavy smoker.
I've never heard of that.
He's heavy smoking. He never stops. So he's not. You know what I'm
I'm a
saying?
heavy smoker.
That's what
So, yeah,
some people have problems with too. If you don't take the time to stop smoking to see if it's working, you'll never know. If it was just
I'm gonna never know if it works.
whatever it was I'm
Well,
smoking.
let me say this. I know it works for me because, all right, I can eating this right now. I can eat both of these cookies and I'm not really gonna feel anything. Now, but tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'm gonna be high. I'm gonna feel kind of hungover a little bit, and so yeah.
How much? I don't know weed terminology either, but how much weed is in one cookie?
Our cookies are 65 milligrams per cookie.
Makes sense why we were seeing unicorns and racing in hotels. That's a lot.
Held the airplane up.
Yes. How much do they, doctors tell you should have at one time?
They say you shouldn't have more than 10 milligrams per serving, but
That's like a toddler.
You're not gonna feel nothing with that.
That's not true.
With 10 milligrams,
10 milligrams.
I feel like that's for a child.
It's me. I'm the child.
Okay.
I'm the child.
For the beginner, you know what I'm saying? For people that don't partake often.
Right, I would say, maybe it will.
Because I hear you say 45 minutes. By minute 16, I'm up there. I am the fuck up there, okay? I'm sitting down. I'm rocking back and forth. Shit, one time I was in the shower after eating y'all popcorn. My ass was just a scrubbing, just a rocking back and forth. Water and shit splashing everywhere. So, yeah. You might want to lower them doses when, when you're thinking of people like me.
But see, like we said, we have terminally ill, and they have to have higher doses at one time.
And we have a lot of customers that are high tolerance. So that's why we keep our
retention rate so high.
I ain't gonna say it's high. I would say it's good. A good
The
steady,
dosage,
because it can get higher. I mean,
No, by retention rate, I mean like your customers. Your customers comes
right,
back. Okay.
right.
So I did have this question. When you deal with those who are terminally ill, are you doing that to just ease their transition to the next phase of life, or
It all
are
depends
you
on
doing?
what time. I mean, it all depends on when they come to us.
Okay.
They already know what they're coming to us for.
Okay.
So some of them are just saying that they're trying to make their mother or father comfortable. It's already they're already to
At
the
the
point.
end.
Yeah. And some of them come and they say that they've come and things have changed and. Not saying that they're cured, because you still have to go to your doctors and everything. You can't just do it by yourself. But it helps people have gained their weight back. Got their appetites.
I see how they got their appetite. I can tell you that.
Me too.
What strain can you use when you're not as hungry?
I mean, it's different ones. I mean, they have ones where it doesn't make you
right.
eat.
Like I said, there's a
had
million
the munchies.
strains.
Because I'm cleaning out the pantry after I eat y'all treats. For real, like I have to. If I'm going to
Me
do
too.
that,
It's
I
not
have
just
to
you.
go to 5 and below, and I have to get a certain amount of snacks. I need my water. I need a lukewarm drink. I just need a whole.
Lukewarm.
Because I don't really want nothing hot. I just, a little chaser. And I
The
clears it
munchies
the
make
fuck
you-
out. Like,
Give you the munchies, huh?
no, it's more than the munchies.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm in that
I
bitch
told him
cooking
one
meals.
time that
Yeah.
I said I'm so sick. I'm about to pop, but I need something. I need something. So
So
Now-
what is it? Oh, sorry.
No, go
What
ahead.
is it in the edible that gives you that feeling where you have to eat something? Like for me, I need salt.
So for it just intensifies whatever. So say if you would have smoked, it just intensified what you were feeling then. So you're getting the same feeling, just a little bit
it
more.
ain't the
10 times
same.
more.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
That
think
kind of
so.
makes sense though. When I think about experiences, that makes sense. Like I know if I want to eat.
How old are you? Eat.
If I want to if I want to go to a cookout and eat
Indulge,
everything, yes.
Indulge, yeah.
Or how I wanted to go to Legacy, all week I had been thinking I'm going to Legacy to get this chicken sandwich, but because I have been training myself to eat healthier, I was like, well, let me get high first so I can really enjoy this. So I'll have that appetite and be able to eat all my food.
And you didn't.
I didn't. But I ate it the next day. But yeah, I didn't. I ended up going to sleep. I took a nice little nap after the French fries. But yeah. So my question is does for the medicine use, do they prefer smoking or do they prefer edibles? What?
I
Well,
think it's the same.
It's the same.
But
For
I
anybody,
know-
because some people don't like the smell
No,
of smoke.
So some people just don't like to smoke, and so they'd rather we have an older couple that comes, and they come every week, and they come and get 2 brownies. But he was on OxyContin. He no longer takes his OxyContin.
Which is good.
Right. So but he doesn't smoke. He's not going to smoke. He's going to eat his edibles. So it's like I said, there's some people that just don't smoke and just want the feeling. So
How do people find y'all?
At this
Instagram.
point, word of mouth and through Instagram. Sometimes Facebook, but we're not on Facebook. The best way to reach us is Instagram.
Now, I went and looked at y'all Instagram page, or attempted to, and I saw that it was private. Is that for legal reasons, or because most businesses, I think, would have an open page?
Well, it's not legal everywhere, so
Right.
that's one reason.
It's
Okay.
not totally legal in Maryland yet either. Edibles aren't legal in Maryland or DC right now.
The use of marijuana.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they say it's a certain amount that you can have that's still considered legal. Anything over that amount, it then becomes criminal or something like that.
Depends on if you have your card. Like right now, if you don't have medical marijuana card in Maryland, the legal you can have 10 grams. Now, if you got your card, you can have.
You mean in your system or like on you?
On your person.
Oh, on your person. Okay.
Yeah, but if you're in the if you have your card, you can have up to a quarter pound. Mm-hmm. And you can ride with it on your dashboard.
Is this Maryland or is this
Maryland.
Maryland?
It's
Okay.
Yeah. So
the thing is to be knowledgeable about the quantity,
Right.
having your card, just being well prepared.
right, exactly.
Okay. What would you say some of the biggest misconceptions are about getting high?
Getting high or eating edibles.
Getting high.
Is
Getting high.
it's a difference?
No, it's the same. I guess.
Oh.
I mean, but people people think that they're gonna for edibles. They think they're gonna eat something and be high right away, or not gonna be high as long as they think as they are. So there are some misconceptions of edibles.
The same way they think that this leads to heroin, crack. I mean, it doesn't. It's people that have been smoking for years and never touched nothing else.
Have you all ever had a customer that was dissatisfied with your product?
Sometimes.
We had a couple.
Really?
Yeah.
So what did they say? How they even gonna prove that?
Because a lot of people want us to come to them for one or two things, and we have a minimum, and it's just what it is. It's been that way for years.
What's your minimum when placing an order? So for those watching and they want to try you all out.
Okay. For delivery, it's $75. We don't go to Baltimore, and we don't go to Virginia at all.
It's basically DC and PG County.
Okay.
A little bit of Montgomery County. We're not going too far. But you can pick up. You can pick up from us. It doesn't matter. You can pick one thing up from us, and you're picking up. But yeah, other than that.
But for delivery orders, it needs to be of a large quantity, 75 and up. Okay.
I think that's fair. So I've been following y'all for a while, and I have noticed that what like you'll get in like Facebook jail and stuff. Why? Like what's is that just hate or?
No, it's I think we're usually in there because of the music.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes
Okay.
it's the music, sometimes it's hate. I mean,
Do y'all?
I think that's what
experience
comes
a lot of-
in the business. Yeah.
Why? Like what could they possibly hate on?
At one point,
At one point, they were hating on us and how much business we were generating.
Oh, okay.
We used to vend, and yeah, they didn't like us because we'll sell out, and they'll still be sitting there.
and we don't stay around.
And we don't stay around. When we sell out, what's the point?
Yeah.
But-
So tomorrow y'all have by the time people see this will be
a couple of days.
passed.
Yeah.
But tomorrow you all are having a vendors mall.
Yes.
So do y'all want to talk a little bit about what that is?
All right. The vendor mall. Well, we are going to have. It's going to be different vendors from all over the DMV area. It's not only going to be cannabis vendors, but we have all types of vendors as far as clothing, soaps, hair care.
So y'all just reached out to different people
Yes.
Okay. Are y'all only doing all black businesses?
Trying to, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So
It's
this is
something
your
that we trying. We're just trying to display the local vendors in the
You're
area.
trying to get most of the local first. I
So-
mean, because how many times are you always, when you go on Instagram and Facebook, you see everybody has this custom made, this little boutique here. They're selling their shades here. They're selling their lashes, their bundles. We just trying to create opportunity because we always say we don't support each other. So we're just trying to create opportunity because we had it. Someone gave it to us when we came into this part. So we're just trying to help somebody out. But
and we plan on doing this once a month, and it's also free admission. So, I mean, this should bring a lot of foot traffic in for people to come see local businesses. You know.
Are you all gonna do the same place every time?
Don't know yet.
Don't know yet. Yeah.
Okay. So this is your first one,
Vendor Mall, yes.
but this is not y'all first event.
No.
So, because we're gonna play a clip at the end of the show. So, what type of other events have y'all done? Just pop-ups or?
No. We kind of stopped doing pop-ups maybe about 3 years ago. When the scene got kind of hot, we pushed back and started doing our own thing. But as far as our own events, we've done brunch dinners, a comedy show, skating party.
We had
What else we do?
So the brunch, everything was infused.
Yes.
Oh.
The dinner
so
was
y'all do
too.
more than treats.
Yeah, the
Yes,
dinner
yeah.
was too.
Okay. But off the regular, it's just you can
Yeah.
always find a treat.
Exactly.
The
Right.
meals are special order or only when you have an event.
Basically events. We haven't got into doing special order meals yet.
Okay.
So,
Now, with doing that, are your customers expected to sign a waiver, or they already know when they come in, this is an infused brunch?
they know
You
when
eat
they
at
come
your
in.
own risk.
They know when they come in.
Okay.
Well, they should anyway.
Oh yeah, it's a private event, so
Okay.
okay. it's not open to the public. None of our events are open to the public. We
But
try.
the vendor mall is.
Yes.
It's
It is,
not.
but it isn't.
You got to have an invitation.
Oh,
It's
okay.
invite only. I mean, the way to get your invites is either through us or through one of the vendors.
The other-
Yes.
Okay.
And
okay.
that'll get you your address and everything. So, because we're not giving out, we're not putting address on the.
Got
you know,
you.
out in
Got
public.
you. Okay. Okay.
Now, is that in fear of, the police coming, or just...
That is to protect
Everybody.
all vendors that's in there.
Okay.
You know that and we will have it will be armed security on site. So
Day and them gonna be there. Okay.
Don't try that shit. Wow. Okay. So with the laws and things changing, like with it becoming more accessible, yellow light, and acceptable, have y'all been getting more business?
Y'all forgive her.
It's been a long day. We recording after work, y'all. So I'm sorry, but has that increased your business, or how has the laws affected, what you're doing, or more acceptance?
I think with the laws, it come like in different ways because you get some that just want to try because now they heard about it and they going to a party or something. But we always have the regulars, and the ones that are sickly. So we always have those. Those are consistent people. But those that the waves come in and out when it comes to like the fads, like for this summer the pool parties. Everybody
pool parties was hot this year.
Everybody wanted to
And
get
it
to
wasn't
the
like that last year.
No, they wasn't.
They was hot this last year. This year was anybody that did a pool party got paid.
Did y'all do one?
We did not do one this year.
Didn't have time.
That could be dangerous.
But we
had one.
We've done one before.
Y'all had?
Yeah, we did a pool party. We did a pool party 2-3 years ago. 2 years ago.
Yeah, we had one, and we had a fight party.
Yeah,
But that's no
pool
water,
party,
but
fight
pool
party. Yeah.
party.
And the pool was there for
It
the
was a
fight
pool
party.
party. It was a fight party, pool party.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I hope y'all told them.
Oh, they know.
Oh, okay. Cut this shit in half. But that's why most of y'all events are exclusive anyway, so they know what they dealing with.
Yeah, and some of our events, we're not vending. I mean, some of the events we're just having because, everything we do, we're trying to change the perception. Back then it was the reefers, and it was the gateway. So, and it was a certain type of people that indulged in marijuana. So we just want to incorporate and let everybody know that you can still go about your day-by-day life, and you wouldn't even know the person right next to you could be a person that indulges. And these same people have to purchase certain things, and we go to the same places, so don't treat us no different. So,
Do you have to screen your customers?
somewhat. Somewhat.
Do a light screen. Yeah, but it's kind of Instagram is kind of hard to do any screening because if you're private, we really can't see nothing.
So how do y'all decide who y'all gonna accept and who you not gonna accept?
Oh, there's about 150 people sitting up there right now
Really?
that's
people.
iffy. So
Yeah, and we tell
They just
people to
not-
let us know if you send us somebody, so we'll accept it right away.
Okay.
Because sometimes we just get so busy. It's just the two of us doing it all. So, and a lot of times I get sick, so it'll be him just by himself taking orders.
So you
Sometimes
cook
cooking.
too?
He do them cookies, them deaf cookies you
Yeah,
was talking about.
Okay.
I do some cooking.
Okay. All right. So you want to get into Ask the DHON?
Sure. So we actually. So we actually posted this on our social media. Do you call out your friends on their bullshit? And do you feel obligated to call them out on their bullshit or their insecurities that they mask as, I'm confident, I'm good. But you really know that's an insecurity of theirs. Do you call them on it?
You asking me?
Yes,
We asking the whole panel.
See, I'm an asshole, so yeah, I do. I mean, I would, yeah.
But how? Like, how would you address that with them? Like, that's your friend. And,
I mean,
friendships.
If it's maybe not the insecurities, but on some bullshit, I mean, it'll probably be in a joking way, but there's always truth in some jokes, a little bit.
It's always a little honesty and humor. I definitely believe that.
Yeah, so yeah.
So if your friend is living a lie, you gonna call that friend out. Now, would you do it in a public or private setting?
It'd probably be private,
I'm hoping it'll be private.
Now, what if they tried to flex on you in a public setting? Would you still address it then, or would you just say, I'm gonna holler at you later?
I don't think it'll ever get with my friend. Nah, I don't think it'll get to that point.
You ain't answer the question.
Well, do you think that you would need to? So, like for me, if me and Carmen are talking about some, I was about to say, can I call your government? But it's right there on the screen.
It is. It's not the correct spelling, but it's there.
But if me and her are talking about something really serious, right? There's certain things I will only talk to her about under the influence. Do y'all have to do that? Or are you okay having that conversation straight out? Because you said you an asshole.
Yeah, like
All the time.
most of the time.
Without the influence of weed, right?
You said without? Mm-hmm. Well, I'm always high to eat too, so.
I'm about to say, he's different.
So I mean, I can't say.
Okay, Marsha, do you think you would need that to?
Did you want her to say your name?
That's fine.
Oh,
I said
was about
it.
to say,
I said it.
Too late now, no, right?
I said it.
She good for that.
I am. I'm sorry.
I mean, you can call me the prophet. It doesn't matter.
So-
But no, for husband and wife, no, he know I'm going to talk to him.
So what about an outside friend?
Outside friend? It all depends on what it is. You know, in every situation, it doesn't need to be addressed. Certain things don't need to be addressed because it's not necessary. But I would try to do it in public. I don't think you're a good friend if you try to publicly discuss
Humiliate.
things.
But what if they acting an ass out in public? Do you wait till it's
If
over?
you're a true
and then-
friend, you try to the best of
Oh, you
your
try to
abilities.
pull them out. Come
Yeah,
bring your
to
ass
the
over
best
here
of
or
your
something,
abilities. As long as you don't put your hands on me. I mean, we can look. Chill out. I'm gonna roll. I'll holler at you tomorrow when you wake up. Hit me or something. But yeah, I'm not going. No, I try not to do things I'm gonna regret.
Is that a lesson you've learned over time, or learned from experience?
I think I just growing up, I was just taught, don't do things that you will regret. Because, you don't know what your future's going to hold.
So why do y'all call yourself the deacon and the prophetess?
At first, somebody...
The prophet.
No, I've seen some S's on posts.
People, that... This
Maybe
is what
they've
people...
been under the influence and added. Okay.
People give us all types, and that's one of the ones that stuck.
Okay.
So...
So somebody gave y'all that?
People just started calling us.
Wow, somebody was in the church getting high? You ain't gotta say their name.
Oh, I'm not saying that.
I think it's because of the name that we have, a taste of heaven. That people think of heaven.
Okay. Now, do you find that your infused products sell more than your regular?
I stopped doing regular cakes and stuff years ago. I only do it for real for people that are real close and friends and family. So, because I really don't have the time.
So tell us about your first time trying an edible.
Me?
Yeah, both of y'all.
Oh gosh.
I can't.
You don't remember?
I don't have a.
My gosh. He gets on my. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I said y'all can't talk to him about asking him about edibles. He don't partake. I
don't eat them because I don't feel it until next morning, and I don't really like that.
Because it's a delayed effect?
Very, 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 very much delayed with me.
But you see how he just ate it. You see what time it's what, after 6? So.
And we like 45 minutes in?
Yeah, I'm not going to feel that.
Till tomorrow morning at the vendor mall?
I'm probably going to feel that tomorrow. It's only 65 milligrams. I'm not going to really feel that.
Only, okay. So, Marsha, you ate right before the show?
Not with this. No, not that cookie though. Don't you put that on me. I didn't do that. I had a half of a cereal bar.
That's a lot.
Now I have, my tolerance is higher now.
Okay. So. But tell us about your first time. Did you cook your first one, or did you buy your?
We bought.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
So how did that go?
The
first time it was good. You felt it was all right off those
I was
brownies.
okay.
Yeah.
After how long?
I want to say maybe
about an hour.
An hour, maybe less than that.
So you said this is the way instead of smoking, or like, did you do something wild like see a unicorn?
I don't know. I don't
start whispering.
It was a long time ago.
It was so long ago.
Mine was 5 years ago. I remember mine's like it was the back of my hand.
But it wasn't nothing that was so memorable because I didn't push my limit. Some people like keep trying and keep trying. That's why we tell people that no matter how you tell them how much to take, some people will still, they're not going to listen until they've had that moment where they like, I just wanted to stop. It's death. Jesus, take me now. Now that moment, I can tell you, I was like calling him because he wasn't home. I was like, call 911. If I could just use my teeth to crawl down the steps to get some noodles. I know I can make it. I know I can make it.
You said use your teeth?
I told him, I said, I can't feel my legs. I was like, I can't feel my legs. Call the police. I was like, call the police. Oh my gosh. What has happened to me? But if I could just make it, I can't feel my legs. They broken.
But your teeth was going
to. But if I can get to them noodles, oh my gosh!
Okay,
Jesus
so you had
is the
one
way.
Of the effects that we hear about on the news, where those police officers would try one.
But we actually had people. We've had a couple people go to the hospital.
Really?
They'll call us or
Yeah,
hit us the
because they
next
just
day.
don't know. I guess they didn't know what to expect.
I wonder what happens when you go to the hospital after that.
They tell you
You had anxiety.
they let you sit there and sleep it off until you go home.
Oh.
They can't do nothing. And give you fluids.
Oh.
It's nothing they can do.
I wouldn't want that hospital.
Let you come
food
down.
after that. All right. Well, we almost at our time. Y'all want to leave the people with something? Tell them about any upcoming events you're having.
Well, we're actually trying to put together another skating event. Hopefully at the end of October was what we're pushing for. Mm-hmm. But we'll have more information at a later date.
Okay. So how do people, I don't know if we want to put this out there, but how do people get accepted on your friends list to hear, or how do people hear about your upcoming events?
Well, they can follow us, send a request on Instagram at A Taste of Heaven Cakes Plus. Mm-hmm. Like I said, if you look real sketchy, we're not gonna let you in. But
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people get in,
Okay.
But
So if they say that, we saw you all on the DHONS.
Yep.
they will let you in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those of you all looking for a new vendor, supplier, a good high, tell them the
So the
DHONS
key
sent
word
you.
is the Dons.
Yeah, and we also we call our products fun-fused products. We ask that you don't use the word edibles or sell. Do y'all sell? Can I buy? Just act normal. Like, hey, I would like to get a treat.
Get custom treats.
And can I get whatever you wanna, whatever you're trying to get? Can I get a cupcake and whatever? Are y'all open today? Don't say, are y'all selling edibles today? You won't get answered. You might get deleted, might get blocked. Because we don't know who sent you.
All right. Selective one. You want to shut it down? Any memorable stories?
I shocked you.
Yeah. but I can understand that because you have to, people make these fake Instagram pages and
Right.
social media pages just to find out where you are,
I mean, even
So
you can
I
look on
understand
Instagram
that.
and see that how many fake pages to just be in comment section. You
Do
click
y'all
on it.
remember when like that hair page craze was going on?
We had
Yes.
got so
Yeah, we got
many.
so many. We got
Yes.
So I can see that.
Now
That-
that you
So many
say that,
requests.
that's stopped.
And it's
gone.
like,
Don't
if
get
you
in.
know
Yeah.
me, I don't even comb my fade half the time. So that you are sending me a request for 32
bundles,
inches of
yeah.
bundles.
we get a
You
lot
don't
of
know
those.
me. Yeah, so I mean, I can see that for safety purposes, liability purposes. I see that. I do have something to say. There was a young lady who slid in my messages and told me that I needed a fill-in. What she said was, if I spent as much money on getting my nails done as I do liquor, I could keep them done regularly.
Wait,
You need a fill-in, sis.
how did they see that?
You know she probably a screenshot enlarged type of bitch, but
Because I'm like, hold on, you see me looking now? I'm right beside you,
Well,
and
let
I'm
me
not
just say
looking at that.
you looking at me. I'm not looking at you.
Come on, hood therapist.
You welfare recipients, and no diss to those who do receive assistance from the government, but you receiving it because you want to, not because you need to. So the nails will be done on my own time. Don't try me again. That kind of struck a chord with me. Like, bitch, I'm up here giving my testimony, and you worry about my nails.
For real.
That show where your mind at.
Yeah. Because, like I said, the one person that reached out to me about you asking Darnell if he fought it, I'm like, out the whole show.
That's what you got.
That's what you got?
But that show you where people's mind are.
For real?
Yeah, that shows you what's important.
That's what they here for, I guess.
Well, that's all I
I
got.
don't understand.
Well, I guess I ain't say nothing.
So you ain't got nothing.
Well, I will say, if y'all do follow and buy from them, I suggest you cut your treats into 3 or 4 starting out. Be very, very careful.
And be home.
Be home.
Or
Be-
be on vacation.
No.
Vacation's not bad.
Yeah,
Well,
have
be
fun.
with somebody you trust. Let's just say that.
But
Yes.
we do say we're not for the beginners.
I started with you.
But
I will say a lot of single men like to give these treats to their ladies, their dates.
That sounds a little Bill Cosby. Nope. No.
Wow.
no.
It makes sense, but I've never heard. Maybe because I'm not dating, but I've never heard anybody to do that.
I'm not saying date rape. Like that,
no, I get it, but I never would have thought of somebody doing that.
But
it makes sense.
Kind of an aphrodisiac a little bit.
It absolutely is.
Well,
hey, husband. Like, now
that's why it'd be a good vacation treat.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, I never thought about that. If somebody is dating. Okay. Well, I'm not dating, so I don't know. Donnell, are you dating?
On and off.
Okay. Hey.
You need to get some cookies.
Sometimes. He said on and off sometimes. Well.
All right, we out.